Okay. Hey guys, I'm low-key chopped right now. Eyeliner is way too small, and the music in the background might be a little bit too loud. I think as a kid, I was really grateful for things like, you know, I know everything could be worse, but as an adult, I'm like, now looking back, it's like I should have been angrier. I should have been angrier about my situation and about the way I was living, and I don't know how people aren't angrier, and I wish everybody was angrier and more serious. I feel like nobody is serious about the way America is heading. But anyway, personal living situations or like personal experience. I wasn't that, like, I was grateful as a kid, but I wasn't grateful as I am now. Like, as a kid, I was always like fantasizing and dreaming about like what my life could be, or like I would get so jealous of my friends. I'm looking at my cat right now. He's waiting for his food, but he needs to go on a diet. He's so fat. He has man boobs. You are so fat. You have man boobs. Holy shit. You are so look at his double chin and his man boobs. Oh my god, kitty. And I just fed him too, so he's not being fed. He's acting like that, but like he just got fed. He's not starving, I promise. Look at him. He's not starving. I just fed him, I swear. Anyway, I've been thinking a lot about how I wasn't that grateful of my living situation as a kid, even though in the back of my head I was like, okay, like it could be worse. It could be worse. Like I could be homeless. I could be on the streets. I could be getting like hit every day instead of just like yelled at every day. But now as an adult, I'm like, that shit was so fucked up. And I was really angry as a teenager about like what the fuck are they adults doing? And now I'm so grateful as an I'm kind of chopped the fuck out of, but I'm so grateful as an adult that I can like comfortably, like, I'm not the most emotionally mature person in the household finally. Like other people are on my same level. I do believe everybody's equal. Actually, no, I take that back. For the most part, yes. Depending on who you murdered, like if you're a murderer, you're not on my same level. Like you're less than me. I believe that. Same with like the president, our current president, he's less than me. Like we're not equal. I'm above you. I believe that, like spiritually, I guess. Anyway, I'm so bad at talking. I'm so glad in my current living situation I can like comfortably be an adult and comfortably have conversations, and everybody is like on my same level and we're interacting and being nice, and nobody has yelled in this fucking household. That's what I can't believe. Nobody has like, there has been no screaming fits in this household, and I can't believe that nobody has screamed at each other in this household. I can't believe it, because at least once a week in my household growing up, people would be like yelling at each other, and nobody's like, people are loud in this household, but like in like a fun way. They're having fun. They're not screaming at each other. And that everybody is like collectively normal, and I'm not the most emotionally mature person in the household at like 9 years old. I remember as a kid constantly every single one of my teachers would be like, oh, you're a little bit mature for your age, or you're an old soul. And then I got to like junior year of high school and my teachers were like, oh, you're a little bit immature. It's like, so as a kid, like sophomore year of high school and below, old soul. Teachers would tell me I have an old soul and I'm mature for my age. And then junior year and senior year of high school, they were like, you're a little bit like immature. And I think that's because I just think my teachers maybe thought I was a little bit immature in senior year. And junior year is because obviously like I'm really into Miku and things that kids like Minecraft and Pokemon and cartoons. But as a kid, I would be like in middle school, I was really into what's that one show called? Riverdale? Is that what that show's called? I don't remember anymore. I was really into shows like that and Grey's Anatomy, and I can't remember any other shows, but like in elementary school in like 5th grade. Oh, Rick and Morty. I was really into Rick and Morty too in like 5th grade. And those are shows that like 5th graders shouldn't be watching. And I was really into like more adulty shows as a kid. Same with anime. I was like into anime that like 5th graders should not be watching. And now as an adult, like I love cartoons and I love childish anime and I love Hatsune Miku. And so it kind of flipped. Like I think I grew up too fast because I think I was kind of forced to, because everybody in my household was so immature and I felt like I was like the only mature one, and I felt like I grew up a lot faster than other kids. So now as an adult, I'm like experiencing childhood again. I feel like that's what I've been feeling like the past couple months maybe, is that I feel hopeful, in not a way that lasts 2 seconds, not a way like I would feel hopeful in high school, but it would be like I don't know, like I feel hopeful now, but it's like a real feeling, not like a like in high school it would be like, oh, I feel hopeful, but it's like it's all fake, it's all a dream. Everything I hope for is so far out of reach and it's just my dream. Now it's like, okay, it's my dream, but like I can work towards it, and everything seems so much further in reach, even if it's far away. It feels like it's like to the moon and back, and not like galaxies away. I'm so grateful, and I feel like I'm experiencing childhood whimsy again in a real authentic way. And I am childish, but I have like, I feel like things flip-flopped. Like as a kid, I felt like I was so grown up, but I couldn't do grown-up things yet. Like I would watch older shows and more adulty shows and be into more adulty things and do more adulty things than I do currently now. But I don't know, as a kid I felt so grown up, and now as an adult I feel so young, but in a way that like I am young. There are so many opportunities for me, and I'm just gonna keep growing and growing. And I didn't feel like that as a kid. I felt like, oh man, like I'm so old and there's nothing left to do and there's nothing left for me. And I am so grateful that I don't live with my parents, because I feel like they forced me to grow up, but then at the same time they kept me down. Like I grew up faster and I knew a lot of things at a young age. As a kid, I felt like emotionally I was an adult, but physically I was a kid and I couldn't do anything. And now I'm an adult and I'm physically an adult and I can do anything I want, but emotionally I'm a kid, and I'm so happy, and like the world is good and grand. I can do anything I want to and nobody can stop me, and my dreams could be real one day, and I can have so much fun all the time, and there's no yelling in the house, and I can do whatever I want. I can have fun every day. An example, my mom, as a kid, I would beg her. I was like this was like from maybe No, I remember begging her when I was literally 3 years old, because I remember I wanted to do ballet when I was 3 years old, because I would see ballerinas on TV and I would see the Mouse Ballerina TV show and I'd be like, oh my god, like I want to do dance so bad. And I would spin around the living room and I would beg her, please, 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 mom, please, I want to do ballet so bad, I want to do dance. And she would never let me. And then I wanted to do soccer and I would beg her to do soccer, and I would beg her to let me do all these things, and she would never ever ever let me do all these things as a kid. And then when I got to a teenager, when I got to be a teenager, I didn't do anything. And then she was like, how come you never go outside? How come you never do anything? Let's put on our thinking caps. I wonder why. And that's like how every single thing in that household went. And I was literally going insane. And now I can go insane, but in a happy way. As a kid, I was so worried about growing up. Like, I felt so adult, but I did not want to age at all. And now I'm an adult and I love being an adult, and I'm so happy I grew up, and I'm feeling like freedom and joyfulness and happiness for the first time since I was like 6. And I feel like just like I was 6 years old again, but I'm an adult, so I have money and I can do whatever I want, and it's so awesome and epic. I was so afraid of becoming an adult because I was so afraid of where I would go and what I would do. And now I'm an adult and I'm so happy because I can think of so many places to go and so many things to do, and it excites me and I want to do so many things. And yeah, I feel like a kid in an adult's body, and I love it so much. I love that I am not a kid anymore. I love that I'm not living in my parents' house anymore. And over the past few weeks, I've been like, oh my god, like I wake up and I'm like, thank god I am not waking up in my mother's house. Thank god that I am getting paid I'm getting my paycheck on Friday. I can go buy stuff and I can go do things and I can go and drive my car and I can eat ice cream, and now I can do sports if I want to. I'm gonna be shit because I wasn't ever allowed to do them as a kid, but I can do anything I want to, and I am so happy. And I am not bound to my childhood body. Like, I can do way more things than a kid can, and I'm not bound to my childhood household, and I can stay up late and play video games all night and nobody can stop me. I love Pokemon and I love watching cartoons, and I love being a kid in an adult's body. I love being a kid in an adult's body, and I'm really bad at talking, but I will see you guys in the next video, and it will be an actual video next time, I promise.